Hey everyone, Slapnuts here. Stop eating shrimp with the wimps and come eat some lobster with a monster. From the dawn of mankind, womankind, and childrenkind, diseases have really been running amok for humanity. You could get bit by a mosquito carrying some kind of ick and develop a horrible disease where you inflate and turn purple like the girl from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. They say about 19% of Americans die of cancer, while some experts say about half of all human beings who have ever existed die from malaria. So on that note, I'm going to say diseases are pretty bad, but let's talk about them. Alzheimer's. Alzheimer's is kind of a hood classic and a mood. It's when your brain and your mind start to deteriorate. Some people may say it's almost a blessing from nature, so the elderly don't have to consciously confront death. But I imagine at the same time it's pretty scary, especially if you are one of my grandparents, because I'd probably be gaslighting you and hiding your shit on you, hiding your medicine, and then treating you like you're going insane just for a little bit of horrible fun, which I understand it's wrong, but I'm sorry, Gramps, it's my day. And by the time I'm your age, there will be a cure for everything. AIDS. AIDS was a disaster in the 80s, which unfortunately got my boy Freddie Mercury. It's an autoimmune disease, one that's generally spread through body fluid. So if you wanted to drink someone's blood, you shouldn't drink their blood. And if you wanted to eat out your girlfriend, you could get it from her vagina juices, but if she's on her period, you get the blood and you get the vagina juices. So that's a double whammy. So it gives you super AIDS, which is horrible because the only way to get rid of super AIDS is you have to beat Jesus in a one-on-one pickup game of basketball, and he's been hooping. So if you lose, not only do you still have super AIDS, but you're also going to hell now. Retro. The next disease we're going to talk about is called SIDS. SIDS is when you eat too many jelly beans and get a tummy ache. So you go to lay down on the couch, you get comfortable, you put on your favorite episode of SpongeBob, and then if you're an infant, you die because SID stands for Sudden Infant Death Syndrome. Next on our list is Alzheimer's. Alzheimer's is a hood classic and kind of a mood. It's where your mind starts to deteriorate and you start getting confused. Some may say it's actually a gift from nature, so the elderly don't have to consciously confront their own death. But at the same time, I would imagine it is pretty frightening, especially if you are one of my grandparents, because I'd be fucking with you, and I'd be gaslighting you, and I'd be hiding your medicine, and I'd be making you feel like you're going insane, just for the fun of it. And yeah, I understand it's wrong, but you know what? It's my time now. Gramps, your day's in the past, I'm sorry, but by the time I'm your age, there'll be a cure for everything. This next one I think is kind of fun. Testicular cancer. I like the episode of South Park where all the men in South Park intentionally give themselves testicular cancer so they can smoke medical marijuana, and they hop around on their giant nuts like they're exercise balls, and they do it in a group, and they hang out and they smoke weed, and it looks great. And it's got me personally smoking a pack a day and hoping for errors during cell division because of nuts like that. If I had nuts like that, I'd be impregnating women like Genghis Khan, and like 2/3 of the Earth's population would be my direct descendant, and I would use my retarded spawn army of brain dead people who should have giant nuts later on in life to do my bidding and fuck shit up, pretty much. That would be pretty cool. I like that. Q&A. Hey Slapnuts, if you like diseases so much, why don't you cut to the chase and kill yourself? Fun fact, I am actually immune to most causes of death. My one weakness is when a luscious lady comes by and wraps her powerful thighs around my head like this and squeezes till my head bursts like a watermelon, sending my blood in chunks of brain matter all over the place in the most traumatizing fashion imaginable for all parties involved. Anyways, death is just a reminder to live your life to the fullest. I believe in YOLO. Do the things that you're afraid to do, ask that girl out. The worst she can do is says no, and if she does that, you can kidnap one of her family members and send her fingers and toes and whatnot until she agrees to go to Red Lobster with you. And on that note, thank you.
Soulja Boy, tell.